Normally, Canadians would have until the clock strikes midnight tonight to make a charitable donation and receive a tax break. However, due to the Canada Post strike, the federal government has extended the deadline to February 28th. Joining us now with more is Nicole Denese from the online donation fundraising platform Canada Helps. Thank you for joining us. First of all, what does this extension mean and how will it help charities?
Thanks so much for having me. So the extension really is good news for Canadians who perhaps sent in a check or cash donation during the Canada Post strike and it hasn't quite reached the charity as of yet. It's really important to know, although our team at Canada Helps was really pleased to hear this news yesterday and are optimistic that it will be passed in the new year, that this legislation still has not passed as of yet. So for any viewers watching right now and thinking that they have a little bit of extra time in order to make that donation for that 2024 tax receipt, it's still really important to actually give today on December 31st before the clock strikes midnight in order to guarantee that 2024 charitable tax credit, because as we know, government could be dissolved or Parliament could be prorogued in the new year, and that potentially could affect this proposed legislation.
So why even take the chances? Get it done today is what you're saying. Nicole, how can we receive tax credits on our charitable donations? What are the steps there?
So really the first step is go to Canada Helps and browse all 85,000 registered Canadian charities that we have on our site. We have everything from animal shelters to food banks to homelessness shelters, for example, arts and culture organizations. Really, you name it, we have all registered charities on our site. You can choose any of those organizations, make a one-time donation, a monthly donation, or there's a variety of other ways that you're able to give. You instantly receive a tax credit, a tax receipt that you can then use as a tax credit come tax time. And the best news is, depending on sort of where you live and your tax situation, you can receive up to 49% back when it comes to your donation come tax time.
Meaning, like, you could get a $494 credit for a $1,000 donation, which seems pretty good. So, on that note, what federal and provincial incentives are there to donate?
Well, you named it in terms of the tax credit. It's quite an incentive, and it's so much an incentive that today on December 31st is known at Canada Helps as our biggest day of the year, as so many Canadians are trying to squeeze in those last minute donations, as I'm sure we'll see today for that guaranteed 2024 tax receipt.
Now, some key numbers here. Since 2000, more than 4.8 million people have donated more than $3.2 billion. So how has Canada Help, what role have they played in getting those donations in the right hands?
This is really what we do at Canada Helps. We are Canada's largest online donation and fundraising platform. In 2025, we'll be celebrating 25 years, which we're quite excited about. And we send donations easily and securely to all registered charities across the country so that Canadians who are generous and want to be able to support causes they care about can do so in a really easy way.
CanadaHelps.org is where they can find all the information, where they can donate. Nicole, thank you so much for explaining it. Again, we'll get that push in to make sure people get that done today. Thank you.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. We got more coming up here on CHCH Morning Live.